Joshua is considered one of the great leaders in the history of Israel. As the successor of Moses, he was chosen by God to lead the Israelites in the conquest of the Promised Land. His story is mainly documented in the books of Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and of course in the book of Joshua. However, there are aspects of his life that are not clearly documented, raising questions about his personal life, such as whether he had a family or children. Joshua was born in Egypt during the time of slavery of the Hebrew people under the rule of the Pharaohs. He belonged to the tribe of Ephraim and was the son of Nun, a direct descendant of Joseph. Although the Bible does not provide details about his childhood, it is deduced that he grew up witnessing the suffering of his people. Originally, his name was Hosea, which means salvation. However, Moses renamed him Joshua, meaning the Lord is salvation, Numbers 13:16, a change that reflects his mission to lead Israel to deliverance. From a young age, Joshua was close to Moses. In Exodus 33:11, he is described as Moses' personal assistant. Even earlier, in Exodus 17, Moses entrusted him with command of the Israelite troops against the Amalekites. This trust in Joshua suggests that he possibly received military training in Egypt, a hypothesis that some scholars consider plausible due to his prowess in leadership and strategy. As Moses' assistant, Joshua acquired virtues from his mentor, such as patience and meekness. In addition, he was assigned to represent the tribe of Ephraim when Moses sent 12 spies to explore Canaan. Of all the spies, only Joshua and Caleb were confident that Israel could conquer the land, showing unwavering faith in God's promises. Caleb, being older, was initially the leading figure in this mission. However, Joshua also fully supported the plan. Following this recognition, Joshua emerged as Moses' natural successor. When Moses realized that he would not enter Canaan, he officially appointed Joshua as the new leader of Israel, following divine instructions. Joshua's investiture was public. Moses blessed him before all the people, transferring authority and the spirit of wisdom to him. In Deuteronomy 31, Moses encouraged him to be brave and strong in order to lead Israel on its mission. After Moses' death, God reaffirmed this calling, sending Joshua away before the invasion of Canaan. One of the first tests that Joshua faced was crossing the Jordan River. In the book of Joshua, chapter 3, it is described how God miraculously stopped the waters when the priests, carrying the Ark of the Covenant, touched the river, allowing Israel to cross on dry land. Once in Canaan, Joshua showed complete trust in divine instructions, even obeying unconventional military tactics. At the capture of Jericho, God commanded the people to march around the city for 6 days, and, on the 7th day, to blow trumpets and shout. As they did so, the walls of Jericho fell, displaying God's power. However, the disobedience of one Israelite woman, Achan, in plundering forbidden spoils, brought negative consequences. Israel was defeated in its first attempt to conquer the city of Ai, which was corrected with an ingenious ambush strategy in the second attack, again highlighting Joshua's military skills. Joshua's leadership in the military campaign in Canaan was formidable. For example, in chapter 10 of the book of Joshua, during the battle to liberate Gibeon, God sent hail that defeated many enemies. In that same battle, it is recounted how the sun and moon stood still until Israel defeated its enemies, an event that some consider an expression of divine power, and that has generated debate about its interpretation. Joshua distributed the lands of Canaan among the tribes of Israel once the region was conquered and the Israelites began to settle there. However, the Bible does not offer details about Joshua's personal life, such as the name of his wife or whether he had children. The omission of details about his family has given rise to various theories and speculations. Some believe that he may have been married, considering the culture of the time where it was common for men to start a family. One theory even suggests that Rahab, the woman who helped the spies in Jericho and converted to the God of Israel, could have been his wife, an idea present in some Jewish traditions. However, this hypothesis faces challenges. The Bible does not explicitly mention Joshua and Rahab marrying, and in the New Testament, it is suggested that Rahab married Salmon, becoming an ancestor of David, and therefore part of the genealogy of Jesus. Matthew 1:5. In Hebrews 11:31, Rahab is remembered as a figure of faith, symbolizing redemption and transformation. This reinforces the idea that although Joshua and Rahab coincided in time, they followed different paths, each with their own purpose. Recently, the idea of a relationship between Joshua and a character named Araunah has arisen due to a soap opera in which both are portrayed as a couple. However, this is fiction with no biblical basis. In fact, Araunah does not appear in the Bible or any Jewish tradition, and any mention of this character in relation to Joshua is a creative invention. It is important to remember that dramatic representations of biblical stories often take narrative liberties to make the plot more appealing. Those who wish to know the stories of the Bible in their original form must turn directly to the Scriptures, as these works, although inspiring, do not always accurately reflect the biblical content. Throughout his life, Joshua was a leader of faith and strength. His story is a reminder of the importance of trusting in divine promises, regardless of obstacles. Although his personal life remains a mystery, his spiritual and military legacy was significant for Israel. Joshua led his people with firmness and conviction, honoring the mission entrusted by God and showing that true leadership is found in obedience and trust in the divine. The story of Joshua remains relevant today, inspiring those facing challenges to trust in God's power and direction to accomplish His purposes. If you find this video inspiring, remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. These biblical stories are not only meant to inform us, but also to transform our lives, offering us timeless lessons that guide us toward a deeper relationship with God.